Look, I'm not going to ease into this. Let's just start where it hurts. Do you ever wake up and realize you've been doing everything right, but you still feel off? You still feel tired, overlooked. You are still carrying more than you can speak on to your family or friends. Then this space, this moment, this live stream, it's for you. We're not talking fake here because we don't know how. We're talking real life resets, not just inspiration, transformation. If you're ready, drop the word reset down in the chat if you're ready to choose peace over performance. But let's pause quickly before we jump in because if you watch any of my past lives, I mean any, you already know what it was. The lighting used to fight me on camera. One day I would be radiant. The next day, I'm in the shadows like I'm in a witness protection program. But that's over now, thanks to JOMO rechargeable cordless table lamp, and it's in gold. It's got 5,000 mAh battery, so it holds a charge for real, for real. You can switch between three color modes using stepless dimming, and it even remembers your last setting. I use it right here at my desk, but listen, it's perfect for the dinner table, your patio, even camping if you're in the glowing outdoors. It's affordable, luxe, portable. This isn't just lighting though. Nope, I love it. It's a whole vibe. If you can see what I'm talking about right there. Uh huh. Yep, it's a whole vibe. Listen, my affiliate link is in the video description if you want to grab your glow up too. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on. Now, for those of you who are new here and you're wondering, who is this lady? What does she want with me? Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Miss T. I'm the voice behind Who's TTV. I started this movement back in September of 2022 with no team, no blueprint, just the truth in my chest that was calling to be spoken out loud. And here's a secret, I still don't have a team. But I spent 23 years in the medical field. I climbed ladders, switched departments, never got the raise I wanted, never got the title. And you're asking, why did you stay? Because I'm used to being the strong one, the giver, the glue, until I realized that I didn't show up for me. I showed up for everyone else. So I left. And now I spend my days pouring into people who knows what it feels like to be burnt out, overlooked, and still expected to show up smiling. The audacity, right? Look, Who's CTV is more than content. It's a mindset reset for anyone who's done performing strength. Let me tell you what you're going to learn today in this live, if you already don't know. First, why your peace triggers people who were comfortable in your chaos. How to spot emotional leeches disguised as your BFFs, and how to stop surviving and start strategizing your glow up. By the time we're done, friend, you're going to stop asking, am I doing too much? If you are, carry on. But you should start declaring, I've waited long enough. I hope that sounds good to you. Let's get into the first mindset shift. If they're offended by your peace, they were addicted to your pain. Let that sit for a minute because it burns. Look, you just got done working a double. You're drained, you're trying to rest, and here comes that friend like, oh, why you acting funny? Why you acting different? Let's hit the club. Let's make it shake. Let's make it do what it do. But what they don't understand is this: your no is not rejection, it was redirection. See, they missed that version of you. They miss you, the one that overgave, overextended, overlooked your own needs. They missed that. Because when you were breaking into a thousand pieces to make everyone else whole, they loved you. Oh, friend, they loved you. But now that you're healing, resting, protecting your peace, you're a problem. You're a problem. If your boundaries offend them, they will never align with your breakthrough. They were just addicted to your burnout. And guess what? Guess what? This season, right now, this season, You're no longer available to suffer. Not for likes, not for loyalty, not for love. If they can't honor that healed version of you, you best believe they don't deserve access to the new version of you. Drop the words no more in the chat if you're finally reclaiming your peace unapologetically. Shift 2. You're not confused. You were conditioned to ignore yourself. It's true. See, most of the time, truthfully, you're not confused. You just haven't had the space to listen to yourself without all the noise around you. You keep saying, I'm lost, I'm finding my way, but you're not lost. You've just been making decisions based on survival, not strategy. Look, I'll give you an example. You ever know you don't want to do something, but instead of saying the magic word, no, you text that person back, I'll let you know. What are we letting them know? Or you might say, we'll see. What are we seeing? That's not indecisiveness. That's conditioning. Conditioned to avoid confrontation, conditioned to be agreeable, conditioned to people please your way into being loved by them. But that ends today because clarity doesn't need consensus. You already knew that though, right? I know you knew, friend. You've just been taught to silence yourself to stay light. We were taught not to lie. Why we lie? And peace? Peace comes when you stop asking for permission to feel what you already know. Drop the words, no permission needed, in the chat if you're ready to trust your own voice again. And if you are, friend, I love that. I miss tea if I didn't mention that before. If you've been feeling drained, overlooked, perhaps stuck in your own life, good news. This is your mindset reset. Drop the words I'm ready in the chat if you know this glow up is long overdue. And this time, when you drop the words, I want you to do it for you. If you're on YouTube, we're on our way to 500 subscribers, and I want you to be a part of the first movement. If you're on Facebook right now, we're on our way to 3K, baby. And you already know how we get down. Tag a friend, drop a comment, and let's build this reset community together. Shift 3. You weren't meant to shrink to be chosen. You were built to shine out loud. Let's talk about the glow up they don't tell you about, right? Everybody says, Miss T, what are you talking about? You always say the glow up. The ones that doesn't start with lashes, gym memberships, or a new job. It starts the day you stop shrinking in rooms that were never big enough for you. You ever walk in somewhere and you feel yourself just shrink up and shrivel up and you leave? See, you mute your voice, you had your opinions, you code switch your confidence. That's not humility. That's self-betrayal dressed up as keeping the peace. But this is the shift. You weren't created to be consumed. You were created to be clear. Clear about your worth, clear about your voice, clear about your impact. And if that makes some folks get uncomfortable, good. So be it. Let it be. Because you're not in the soft season. You're in your show up season. I see you, friend. Drop the words, turn me up in the chat if you're done dimming your light for people who never even saw your full brilliance or potential in the first place. Here's what I want to leave you with tonight. I want you to know from the depths of my soul that you are not broken, friend. You're not behind. You're just now becoming the version of you that doesn't need any validation to exist. You're the one that chooses stillness, the one that protects their energy, the one that says, I'm not shrinking anymore. Look, you survived everything that was meant to break you. You know, I see that as someone who survived as well. Now it's time to build the version of you that feels like home. So they may say it's a breakdown, but no, it's not. This is your becoming. You've been quiet long enough. You've waited long enough. Now it's time for you to rise. And remember, here at Who See TV, we don't wait for permission. We just simply don't. We don't perform for approval. Mm-mm. We turn lemons to gems. And here, the real wins. Here, the real heals. Here is where we charge up, glow up, and keep rising. So let's go.